And so, if we turn to these things the Bible teaches us about Job, we can understand that we are not suffering for suffering's sake, but because God has a higher plan for us. The Lord restored his fortunes and doubled his previous possessions. Job 42:10. There will be an end to suffering for all of us. If scientists are correct, the near future will be even more trying. More plagues, natural disasters, and people turning to corruption to survive. We must hold fast to our faith to pull us through, because paradise is on the other side. That is it for today, everyone. I hope I was able to shed some light on these dark times. Kadeem, can I borrow you for a quick sec? You seem a little distracted lately. Not as engaged as you normally are. Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah. I just have a lot of college work to get through. Just been tired.
Do you want to stay and talk about it? Stress can be a heavy weight to carry alone.
No, it's okay. I've got to work on a project before bed. Thank you, though. Job went through all that misery, but I still don't really know what for. God replaced everything he lost, but what was the purpose? To win a bet with the devil? Job was given new children, but he still lost his others. And that didn't affect him. Are we all just pawns in whatever chess match God has going on up there? It's alright for everyone else to trust in his plan for them. They all look like they do. Everything works out for them in the end as long as they trust in the Lord. But I have to reserve extra faith that will apply to someone who looks like me too. I promise we'll get to the story of Ham eventually. I've asked 3 times, bruv. Just say you don't want to talk about it.
How was Bible study?
It was alright.
There's some chicken and rice in the microwave. You going to eat now?
I've got to do some more work on my project first.
You look a little worn. You're not pushing yourself too much with your nano stuff, are you? You're protecting your eyes.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little tired.
When I was at school, robots were for D&T classes and programming was for IT. This combination sounds a bit too much to me.
It's fine, Mum. I like it. Besides, you put me in the program, remember?
Look where it got me. I barely see you. Remember to eat after.
If I can just focus on this script. It's been years since I started with Python. I really thought creating my own program would be easier by now. So much for gifted child. Gifted and unseen, right? Gifted and unheard. God made me gifted and invisible. Am I supposed to get to heaven and turn white, like the Mormons say? Focus, Kadeem. Just work for an hour, then you can eat and go to sleep. If I can get this up and running, it should be able to run itself. They won't learn independently, but every new piece of information I feed them should add to their processing. A controllable AI. I'm walking right up to the edge of scary movie robots and stopping just before I step over the line. Mrs. Riesling is going to eat this up. If they're able to learn, but only through what we teach them, that's kind of human, no? Indoctrination. What if things were different? If I run some images of me through the script with images of the disciples, I should be able to recreate them, just in my image. A little side project won't hurt. Let's try John, Matthew, and Peter. Bun Judas. Yo, this is pretty sick. I can change them all.
Morning.
Morning, Mum.
We've got breadfruit, beans, plantain, mackerel.
Are we celebrating?
I got a raise.
Hey, congrats, Mum.
Thank you, son. Eat up, eat up. So what's going on with you, then?
Nothing.
I cooked this good food for breakfast, and you're sitting there about as enthused as if it was soggy cereal. You were holed up in your room all night. Is the project not working?
No, the project is fine. It's just... Mum, what do you think about God?
What do you mean? You know I go to church.
Yeah, but do you see yourself there? Like in heaven? Or Christianity in general?
I have to. Well, what's it all for? Do you mean as a black person?
Yeah.
Son, the oldest surviving Bible is Ethiopian. You can't let what you see here sway you. You have to be steadfast. You have to know it within yourself.
But how do we know what we follow is what the Ethiopian Bible says? If all these people look different, Jesus himself looks different. What if the words are too?
I can't answer that one. When I think of God, I think of love. I try to let that fill me up, and then in turn I can pour it out to others. And I don't take absolutely everything in the Bible as gospel. Do you get it? Gospel?
Yeah, very funny, Mum.
I thought so. I forgot to make tea. Do you want some?
I'll make it. Know it within yourself. I don't think I know anything within myself. The images didn't help as much as I thought they would. Jesus and the disciples with afros and locks looked cooler, but that was about it. I mean, I made them, or at least made the computer make them. It's not the same. It feels like the more I question, the more confused I feel, the more I slip away from it. I feel like I'm disconnecting from my anchor and on the verge of drifting off to sea. I need to speak to Thomas. I need to know what the church says about this stuff, and why everybody's white if the oldest Bible we have is black.
Thanks, son.
Kadeem! What brings you here today?
I just wanted to see if you were free to talk, but...
Ah, yes. We're preparing for the weekend. You can get a glimpse behind the magic of the Easter celebrations.
Do you want some help?
If you don't mind, could you help me sort through some of these boxes?
Sure.
Actually, could you help me find the box with all the candles?
Yeah.
Thanks. So, what's on your mind?
Well, I was hoping we could talk about the images and Ham and all that stuff.
Yes, what exactly is troubling you?
Just where I fit in all of this. There's no one like me in any depiction, so does God not have a plan for me?
God has a plan for everyone.
But how can I know that?
Do you doubt the word?
No, but how can I trust it when the only mention of black people is Ham's cursed bloodline?
Well, most teachers don't believe that anymore. The Bible doesn't mention skin colour, but Ethiopians are mentioned, and many other figures who scholars believe would have been black.
But everyone important, Jesus, his disciples, are not?
We don't know that.
Then why are they always drawn like it? See? It doesn't make any sense. It's always the same figure, his white skin, his straight hair, his ripped body. And I'm supposed to make myself like him. Make myself into his image as God made me in his. But how can I be made in God's image if he's white? If Jesus is white? And I know it's read as being about character, but it's messing with me. I want to be like him, but I've already lost at the first hurdle, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Hey. Take a breath for a minute. Look, all I know is that God is everywhere, and he's in all of us. No matter where you're from, God is in you. You just can't get bogged down in all that stuff about race. There's a reason the Bible never mentioned it. It doesn't matter to God.
How was your chat?
Fine.
Don't run on my stairs.
How can God be within me? I'd feel him. I'd know it. But I just feel lost and confused. Like I don't know anything. And how can race not matter to him, but we've been allowed to suffer so much? None of this makes any sense. He's kind, benevolent God that is everywhere, all around us, but has allowed everything to happen. How can you be omniscient, omnipotent, and benevolent, but choose to let so much suffering happen? If the oldest Bible is Ethiopian, what if Jesus was black? Would that make God black? And if we're made in his image, does that mean he suffers too? How can I be made in his image and not feel him? I thought I did. I thought I understood everything, but I'm so disconnected now. How can he be everywhere and all-knowing and leave me so stranded? Nothing is everywhere or all-knowing. Except the internet. Maybe I can make myself like him. What if this is the code I use for the nanobots? If I rework the end, maybe I can connect to the internet. I just need a syringe. Mom, where's the medical kit?
Under the sink, Kadeem. I've told you a million times.
Okay.
Have you hurt yourself?
No, it's for the project.
No running on my stairs.
I wonder why the liquid is blue. Looks like a sports drink. Okay. Tap the air bubbles out. Find a vein. Disinfect the area. I think my heart rate is increasing. Maybe I should have taken that medical foundation course. Something's working though. Yes. Yes. Make me in his image. Make me everywhere. I can feel it. This tingling all over my body. My legs are numb. Feels like I'm beginning to float. I can see white spots everywhere. Like I'm seeing the universe, seeing everything. The other side. I can't raise my arms. I don't need to. It's burning. It burns. Maybe I did it wrong. I can't. Why can I see steam? It's like my skin's peeling away from me. That's my finger. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, make it stop. I didn't want this. Please. Mum! Mum! Help me!
Kadeem, you better not be jumping around in there. Kadeem? Kadeem!